So I was looking at the video of the soles of the feet relaxation exercise, and I think I administered it pretty well. It was my first time doing so I was a little bit nervous. What did I like about what I did? I liked the fact that I was calm and I was able to allow more silence to happen while I was administering it. When I did the other group exercise last time about the relaxation that we were doing, I was kind of rushed and I didn't give time to sit in with the idea of silence. So if I had an imaginary client, it would be good because it allows the imaginary client to be able to sit with the thoughts of anger that they had and to be able to respond physiologically better. So that's one of the things I liked about what I did, that I created silence. What else did I like? I liked the fact that my tone of voice was even and it was slow on purpose to be able to guide the client, or in this case, anyone who I would give the test to. I was able to basically, by talking slow, give more time for the client, the imaginary client, to process the feelings of anger that they would have. And also for myself, I was able to, by reading it slowly and remembering how to do it, I was able to sink into the idea of how uncomfortable I felt doing it on some occasions, because there was a couple of occasions before that I've done therapy, and personally I didn't want to get in touch with my anger or any emotion at all. And the simple fact of breathing in and out of my nose, breathing in through my nose and exhaling through my mouth, was a scary process for me because it gave me a lot of anxiety. So that's something that by doing this exercise, was reminded by it. What could I have done differently? Just basically relax the person. If I was like in a session with someone, I would have did progressive relaxation first, relaxing their body more before they get in touch with anger, because I feel that way, by relaxing their body more, they can be more prepared to, when they start doing breathing exercises, to be able to basically have anger in their body stored, and they can be more comfortable managing it. So I would have personally have done more relaxation first, and then um, explained a little more what the process of getting in touch with anger is, and then continuing more breathing exercises and allowing the client basically to be able to get in touch with their anger. I'm just reading from the email. So that's how I felt about the soles of the feet exercise. I felt comfortable administering it if I had an imaginary client, but for myself personally, I felt very uncomfortable because it reminded me of the times I had anxiety when I was in therapy, and I didn't want to participate with being in touch with my anger. I also had a problem with swallowing because when I was growing up, I had to use braces, so it was very hard to eat, and that kind of created in me a difficulty of swallowing sometimes when I would eat my food. So I have anxiety about that. So by doing these kind of exercises like soles of your feet or breathing or getting in touch with anger, it would make me more aware of that area of my throat, which would make me feel more uncomfortable when I would eat. Because of this, it made it worse. And also, in general, having meditation was not beneficial for me at first, although this has changed over the past. Sorry, nowadays it has changed. It would just make me more tense and more anxious, and I would be more aware of when I was upset or angry. For instance, my therapist told me when we were doing exercises like sole of your feet, very similar, that he can notice that I'm angry just by looking at my eyes. So that what it did, it just made me feel more uncomfortable and made me start thinking, am I angry when I'm talking to people? Oh, okay, I am angry in my mind, but can they tell? So now I realize that they can't always tell, and I feel comfortable. Okay, what else? That's how I experienced it. Let's see. that's pretty much it. I mean, that's how I administered the test, or sorry, the relaxation exercise, how I felt about it, and how I could have made it better, and how I felt about it. It brought back some memories, some triggering thoughts of that. So it was a little bit sometimes difficult being able to administer the test. So that's exactly what it is. It became a little bit difficult sometimes to administer a test simply because it triggered ideas in me and thoughts in me. Thank you.